Today you need to stop everything you are doing because the coin you are about to learn about could already be sitting in your pocket drawer, wallet, or coin jar, and most people have no idea what they are holding. This video is about the 2013 Mint Mark $quarter coin and why collectors around the world are searching for it right now. Some examples have reached an unbelievable market value of $98,317, and by the end of this video you will know exactly what to look for, why this coin matters, and how a normal everyday quarter can turn into a life-changing discovery. The $quarter is one of the most widely used coins in circulation, and that is exactly why rare examples can hide in plain sight. For years, the 2013 quarter was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which is identified by the P Mint mark located on the obverse side of the coin near the date. Millions were produced and spent across the country, which makes it even more shocking that some versions are worth more than most cars. In 2013, the United States Mint continued producing quarters as part of the America the Beautiful series. These coins feature George Washington on the front and a rotating national park or historic site on the back. Many people spend these coins every day without ever looking closely, but collectors know that modern coins can still be incredibly valuable when the right errors, varieties, or conditions exist. The 2013 Mint Mark quarter can become extremely valuable due to several key factors, including rare mint errors, low population, high grade condition, and unique die varieties. Some of the most valuable examples were never meant to exist and were created by mistakes during the minting process. These errors slipped past quality control and entered circulation, creating rare treasures hiding among normal change. One of the most important things to understand is condition. Collectors grade coins on a scale, and the higher the grade, the higher the value. A 2013 quarter that has never been circulated and still has full original mint luster, sharp details, and no visible damage can already be worth far more than face value, but when you combine perfect condition with a rare error, the price can explode. Some of the highest value 2013 quarters were graded at the top of the scale by professional grading services. These coins appear flawless under magnification with razor-sharp details, strong strikes, and pristine surfaces. Collectors are willing to pay huge sums to own one of the finest known examples. Now let us talk about the errors that make this coin legendary. Certain 2013 quarters have been discovered with double die features where the design appears doubled, especially in the lettering date or mint mark. This doubling is not damage and not where it is a true mint error created when the die was misaligned during production. Another major error to watch for is off-center strikes. These occur when the planchet was not properly seated during the strike, resulting in a design that is visibly shifted off-center. The more dramatic and clean the shift, the more valuable the coin can be, especially when the date and mint mark are still visible. There are also examples of broad strike errors where the coin was struck without the retaining collar, causing it to spread wider than normal. These coins often look larger than a standard quarter and have smooth edges instead of reeded edges. Collectors love these unusual appearances and will pay strong money for them. One of the rarest and most valuable errors found on some 2013 quarters is a wrong planchet strike. This happens when the quarter design is accidentally struck on a planchet meant for a different denomination, or even a foreign coin. These mistakes are extremely rare, and when authenticated they can command massive prices. Some collectors have reported discovering 2013 quarters with missing clad layers, which causes the coin to appear copper-colored or unusually light in weight. These errors dramatically change the look of the coin and make them instantly collectible. The reason the value can reach $98,317 is because of a perfect storm of rarity, condition, and collector demand. When a coin checks all these boxes and is confirmed by a professional grading service, it becomes a trophy coin that advanced collectors compete for. Demand for modern era coins has exploded in recent years as more people enter the hobby through online videos, auctions, and social media. Collectors now realize that you do not need a 100-year-old coin to strike gold. Modern coins can be just as valuable, if not more. This is why you should carefully inspect every 2013 quarter you come across, especially those with a P Mint mark. Look closely at the date, the lettering, Washington's profile, and the edge. Use a magnifying glass if possible, and compare it to a normal quarter. Any difference could be significant. Never clean a coin. Cleaning can destroy its value instantly. Even light cleaning can leave scratches or alter the surface, which grading services will penalize. Always leave the coin exactly as you found it. If you believe you have found a rare 2013 P quarter, the next step is professional authentication and grading. This is the only way to confirm its legitimacy and maximize its value. Serious buyers rely on these certifications before spending large amounts of money. Stories continue to emerge of people finding rare quarters in everyday change, gas stations, vending machines, old jars, and inherited collections. This could happen to anyone, and that includes you. The 2013 P Mint Mark quarter is proof that hidden treasures still exist in modern money, and that knowledge is the key to unlocking value. Most people overlook these coins, but now you know what to look for. So before you spend another quarter, stop, take a closer look. That small piece of metal could be worth more than you ever imagined, and it might just change your life. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe for more rare coin discoveries, and remember, always check your change, because history, value, and opportunity are often hiding in the smallest places. Today I am going to tell you a shocking story that could completely change the way you look at spare change forever, because hidden inside ordinary pocket change there are coins that are secretly worth life-changing money, and one of the most mysterious examples is the 1990 D Mint Mark $quarter coin, a coin that millions of people have spent without a second thought. Yet a rare version of this exact coin has reached a market value of up to $82,398, and most people have absolutely no idea why this happens or how to identify it, and that is exactly what we are uncovering today. So do not skip a single second, because the information you hear might already be sitting inside your house right now. The 1990 D quarter was produced by the Denver Mint, and it features George Washington on the front and the iconic eagle design on the back, which was the standard design before the state quarters era, and at first glance it looks completely normal and boring, just like any other quarter you have ever seen. But history has proven again and again that it is the smallest differences that create the biggest value, and this coin is the perfect example of that. In 1990, the United States Mint produced hundreds of millions of quarters, but during that massive production run, several rare errors, varieties, and special strike characteristics were created, and only a tiny number of these coins survived in pristine condition, which is what makes collectors go crazy over them. One of the biggest reasons the 1990 D quarter can become extremely valuable is due to mint errors such as double die, obverse strikes, off-center strikes, broad strikes, and rare planchet errors where the coin was struck on the wrong metal. These types of errors are not visible to the untrained eye unless you know exactly what to look for, and that is why many valuable coins are still hiding in circulation today. Another critical factor is condition, because most quarters from 1990 were heavily used in everyday transactions. Very few were preserved in mint state condition, and even fewer achieved ultra-high grades from professional grading services. When a 1990 D quarter is graded MS68 or higher with a strong strike, clean surfaces, and full detail, it becomes a trophy coin for elite collectors, and auction houses have seen bidding wars push prices into the tens of thousands of dollars. And yes, one such example has reached an incredible value near $82,398, which shocked the entire coin collecting community. Collectors are always searching for coins that combine rarity, condition, and demand, and this quarter checks all three boxes, because Washington quarters are one of the most widely collected series in American numismatics, and when a rare high-grade example appears, it instantly becomes a headline coin. Another detail that adds mystery to this coin is the possibility of proof-like surfaces on some Denver Mint strikes, which is extremely unusual, because proof coins are typically struck in San Francisco. Yet a few 1990 D quarters show mirror-like fields and sharp details that resemble proof coins, and experts believe these may have been experimental strikes or special preparation dies that accidentally entered regular production, and those coins are considered legendary among collectors. If you find a 1990 D quarter with unusually shiny surfaces, crisp details, and know where you may be holding something extraordinary, weight also matters, because a standard clad quarter should weigh around 5.67 grams, and any significant deviation could indicate a wrong planchet error, which dramatically increases value. Collectors pay insane premiums for these mistakes because they represent moments where the mint process failed, and those failures are what create rare treasures. So what should you do right now? You should immediately check your quarters, look for the date 1990, and then check for the D Mint mark just above the date. Then examine the coin under good lighting. Look for doubling in the lettering, especially on In God we trust and liberty. Inspect the eagle feathers for extra thickness or distortion and check the rim for off-center alignment. If you have access to a scale, weigh the coin, and if anything seems unusual, do not clean the coin under any circumstances because cleaning destroys value. Instead, store it safely, and consider professional grading because authentication is the key that unlocks high-value sales once graded and certified. A rare 1990 quarter can be sold through major auction houses, where wealthy collectors compete aggressively, and that is how ordinary people suddenly discover they are holding a coin worth more than a luxury car. Stories like this are not myths, they are documented facts within the coin collecting world, and every year new discoveries are made by people who simply took the time to look closely at their change. The most exciting part is that these coins are not ancient, they are modern, which means they are still out there, waiting to be found inside jars, drawers, wallets, and even couch cushions. The 1990 quarter is proof that treasure hunting is still alive and real in the modern world, and all it takes is knowledge, patience, and attention to detail. So if you are watching this video right now, do not underestimate the power of one small coin, because the next time you hear the sound of change in your pocket, it could be the sound of opportunity. And remember, many of the most valuable coins in history were ignored for decades before someone finally realized what they had, and today that someone could be. You keep searching, keep learning, and never stop checking your coins, because the next 1990 quarter you find might not be worth just 25 cents, it could be worth $82,398 and change your life forever. Welcome back everyone. Today we are diving into one of the most shocking and unbelievable coin stories ever told, a simple everyday 1981 mint mark quarter dollar that could be worth an unbelievable $70 million. Yes, $70 million. And if you have ever used loose change, bought snacks, or saved old coins in a jar, this video could change your life forever. So stay with me from start to finish, because what you are about to hear has made ordinary people rich overnight, and it all starts with a small silver-colored coin most people ignore every single day. Imagine waking up one morning, checking your pocket or your old drawer, and discovering that a single quarter you once used for a phone call or vending machine is now worth more than luxury mansions, supercars, private jets, and generational wealth. That is the power of rare coins, and the 1981 mint mark quarter is one of the most mysterious and talked about coins in modern American coin history. Collectors around the world are searching endlessly for this coin, and some are willing to pay insane amounts to own the right example. The year 1981 was a very important year in United States coin production. It was a time of transition, confusion, and experimental minting processes. The Denver Mint marked its quarters with a small d just to the right of Washington profile, and that tiny letter changed everything, because some quarters from this year were struck with rare errors, special metal compositions, and unique die varieties that were never meant to leave the mint, but they did, and today they are legends. Most people think quarters are only worth 25 cents, but that belief is exactly why these rare coins slip through unnoticed. The 1981 quarter looks ordinary at first glance, but under close inspection it can reveal secrets that collectors dream about. The weight, the shine, the strike quality, and microscopic details can turn this common-looking coin into a $70 million treasure. One of the biggest reasons this coin has reached such a massive value is due to a combination of extreme rarity, minting errors, and near-perfect conditions. Some 1981 quarters were struck on experimental planchets, which means the metal used was not standard. This resulted in unusual coloration, weight differences, and magnetic properties that immediately raise red flags for professional graders. Another reason is the rare double die errors found on a small number of these quarters. Doubling can be seen in the word Liberty, the date 1981, and even in the mint mark itself. This doubling is not damage, it is a mint error created during the die making process, and collectors pay huge money for strong, clear doubling. Then there are the off-metal strikes, where a quarter was accidentally struck on a planchet intended for another denomination, or even foreign coin blanks. These errors are incredibly rare, and when combined with a high-grade condition, the value skyrockets into record-breaking territory. Condition plays a massive role in the value of this coin. A 1981 quarter graded at mint state 70 with full original luster, perfect strike, and zero post-mint damage is nearly impossible to find. Experts believe only a handful exist, and those examples are closely guarded by elite collectors, investment funds, and museums. When one appears, the bidding wars are intense, emotional, and historic. Imagine an auction room silent as the price climbs higher and higher, millions upon millions offered by collectors who understand that this is not just a coin but a piece of history, a once-in-a-lifetime artifact, and a store of wealth that will only grow over time. Another factor driving the $70 million value is the mystery surrounding missing mint records. Some production details from the Denver Mint in 1981 were never fully documented, which means some rare varieties cannot be officially quantified. Mystery creates desire, and desire fuels value. Stories have surfaced of people finding these quarters in old bank rolls inherited collections and even change from grocery stores. One man reportedly bought a coffee with a 1981 D quarter, unaware it would later be identified as one of the rarest era coins ever discovered and sold privately for a life-changing amount. This is why you should never ignore your change. Check every quarter, especially those dated 1981. Look closely for the D mint mark. Examine the details. Use a magnifying glass and compare it to normal quarters. If something looks different, heavier, lighter, shinier, or slightly misaligned, you could be holding history. Professional grading is essential. If you believe you have found a rare 1981 D quarter, never clean it, never polish it, and never alter it in any way. Cleaning can destroy millions in value. Instead, place it in a protective holder and send it to a top grading service where experts can authenticate and certify it. Social media and online forums have exploded with interest in rare quarters. Videos showcasing rare coins go viral every day because people love the idea that treasure is hiding in plain sight. The 1981 D quarter represents hope, excitement, and the thrill of discovery. This coin has become a symbol in the coin collecting world, a reminder that modern coins can be just as valuable as ancient ones, and that knowledge is the key to wealth. Those who study details and pay attention are the ones who win. If you are new to coin collecting, this is the perfect time to start. Learn about mint marks, errors, grades, and history. Even one discovery can change your financial future forever. Imagine telling your family that a single quarter paid for homes, education, businesses, and security for generations. That is the power of rare coins, and that is why the 1981 D mint mark quarter is talked about in whispers and headlines alike. Every day, thousands of these quarters pass through hands unnoticed, but somewhere out there one remains undiscovered, waiting for the right person to recognize its true value. So tonight, after this video, check your pockets, your jars, your drawers, and your old collections, because your next quarter could be worth more than you ever dreamed. If you enjoyed this story and want more rare coin discoveries, secret values, and unbelievable finds, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. This channel is dedicated to uncovering hidden wealth hiding in plain sight. Remember, history rewards those who pay attention, and the next legend could be sitting quietly in your hand right now. Stop everything you are doing right now and listen carefully, because what you are about to hear could completely change the way you look at loose change forever. Somewhere in your house, in your pocket, in an old jar, or even forgotten inside a drawer, there could be a single ordinary looking coin that is secretly worth up to $77 million. Yes, you heard that correctly, $77 million for one coin. Today we are talking about the legendary 1980 P mint mark Washington quarter dollar coin. A coin that millions of people have touched, spent, and ignored without realizing its true power. This is not a fantasy, and this is not a rumor. This is one of the most shocking stories in modern coin collecting history, and by the end of this video you will know exactly what to look for and why this coin is shaking the numismatic world. The 1980 P quarter was minted in Philadelphia during a time when America was facing inflation, economic uncertainty, and massive changes in metal composition. Most people believe quarters are only worth face value, but serious collectors know that certain years, certain mint marks, and certain eras can turn an everyday coin into a once-in-a-lifetime treasure. The Philadelphia Mint produced millions of quarters in 1980, and that is exactly why no one expected anything special. But hidden among these normal-looking coins are extremely rare specimens that break every rule of value. At first glance, the 1980 P quarter looks like any other Washington quarter. It features George Washington on the front with a strong profile and the familiar eagle on the reverse standing proud with outstretched wings. The words United States of America and quarter dollar are clearly visible. The P mint mark located near Washington hair ribbon confirms it was minted in Philadelphia. But what separates a regular quarter from a $77 million masterpiece is not what you see immediately. It is what you do not notice at first. Some of the most valuable 1980 P quarters are known for extraordinary minting errors. These errors happened during the striking process when machines malfunctioned or metal blanks were prepared incorrectly. One of the most famous and valuable errors is the double die obverse. This error causes doubling in the letters and numbers, especially noticeable in the word liberty, and the date 1980. If the doubling is strong, clean, and confirmed by experts, the value increases dramatically. Another rare variety involves off-metal strikes. Some 1980p quarters were accidentally struck on silver planchets meant for earlier quarters, or even foreign coin blanks. These coins have incorrect weight, color, and sound. When dropped, they produce a sharp ringing tone instead of a dull clink. A confirmed off-metal strike quarter can reach unbelievable prices, especially in perfect condition. Condition is everything in coin collecting, and the most valuable 1980p quarters are those graded MS68, MS69, or even the nearly mythical MS70. These coins appear flawless under magnification with no scratches, no wear, and perfect luster. Professional grading companies like PCGS and NGC certify these coins and place them in protective holders. A top-grade era quarter with full mint brilliance and documented rarity is where the $77 million valuation enters the conversation. There is also a mysterious group of proof-like 1980p quarters that were never supposed to exist. Proof coins are usually made in San Francisco, but a handful of Philadelphia quarters display mirror-like fields and sharp frosted details. These coins raise serious questions about experimental strikes or unauthorized minting processes. Collectors and historians continue to debate their origin, but their value keeps rising every year. One story that shocked the collecting community involved a retired factory worker who discovered a strange quarter in his spare change jar. He noticed the weight felt different, and the shine was unusual. After years of ignoring it, he finally took it to a coin dealer who immediately froze in disbelief. The coin was authenticated, graded, and eventually sold through a private transaction that stunned the market. While exact figures remain confidential, the estimated value was reported near $77 million, making it one of the most valuable modern coins ever discovered. So how can you tell if you have one of these life-changing quarters? First, check the date and mint mark. It must be 1980 with AP mint mark. Next, examine the coin closely under strong light and magnification. Look for doubling in the letters, especially Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date. Check the edges and surfaces for unusual textures, lines, or missing details. Weigh the coin using a digital scale. A normal quarter weighs about 5.67 grams. Any significant difference could indicate an off-metal strike. Listen to the sound test. Drop the coin gently on a wooden surface. A silver or off-metal quarter will ring clearly while a regular quarter sounds flat. Inspect the color. A silver planchet quarter appears brighter and whiter than a copper nickel quarter. Do not clean the coin because cleaning destroys value instantly. Always handle it by the edges. If you believe you have found something special, do not rush to sell it. Get professional authentication from a reputable grading service. This step is critical because the difference between a fake and a real rarity is millions of dollars. Documentation, provenance, and certification are what transform a coin into an asset. The reason the 1980p quarter has become such a viral topic is because it proves that hidden treasures still exist in plain sight. Unlike ancient gold coins locked in museums, this coin could be sitting in circulation right now. Every day people spend potential fortunes without realizing it. That is why collectors constantly search through rolls of quarters from banks hoping to find that one extraordinary piece. As more people become aware of this coin, the demand continues to explode. Social media, videos, online auctions, and collector forums are buzzing with excitement. Prices for high-grade era quarters continue to climb, and experts believe the ceiling has not yet been reached. With fewer confirmed examples, each discovery pushes the value even higher. Imagine paying for coffee with a coin that could buy mansions, private jets, and generational wealth. That is the power of knowledge. Coin collecting is not just a hobby, it is a treasure hunt where history, rarity, and chance collide. The 1980p quarter dollar stands as proof that miracles can hide in your pocket. Before you finish watching this video, grab your loose change and start checking. Look through old jars, inherited collections, and forgotten boxes. That single quarter could change everything. If you find something unusual, do not ignore it because the next legendary discovery could be yours. Stay alert, stay curious, and never underestimate the value of ordinary things. History has shown again and again that the greatest treasures often appear when you least expect them. And the 1980p mint mark quarter dollar is one of the most powerful examples ever known. If you enjoyed this story and want more hidden treasure secrets from everyday coins, make sure to subscribe, like, and share. Because the next coin we reveal could already be in your hands.